Hey guys, so I wanted to talk about the HID kit that I ordered from retrosolutions.com a few weeks ago, and I've been integrating it into this BMW R1100RT R1100RT. As you can see, I've got the tank off, I've put some wires everywhere. I've just hooked everything up to test it again. It did work before the first time, but there was problems with the wiring, and I kind of wanted to go over it so that anybody else who orders these kits knows what they're getting into. So there is obviously there's the HID bulb itself. It's in there. Basically it kind of looks a bit like that on the inside, except it's got a moving part that goes in and out, and that gives you high beam and low beam. And on the other end it's got a bunch of cables which they supply the ballast which drives the light, and there's also a relay if you get the 55 watt option. And the relay, I thought about putting it at the back. It actually makes more sense to have it up the front on this particular bike. I can't pull it out easily because it's cabled in. So that's the relay. But it has, it's kind of a silly situation really, because they give you this plug here. Obviously the ballast should be at the back, but you need to buy the extension cable, and that's fine, that extends this part, but it doesn't extend this plug, which is, I guess, power, to the relay. And so I've had to splice in or wire up a extension lead so I could bring the cable. This is the original plug from the relay, and I've brought that plug down to here, because this is just plugging into the ground wire, so I can plug that directly into the battery. And on the other end, I had to, basically I had to, on the relay side, make a new plug. So the relay has some non-water safe or splash resistant plugs here. So I've replaced the plug that was originally wired into the thing with a sealable plug, and there's some special tape in there, and then I've wrapped it with electrical tape. So that's that part. This part, this plug is the original plug that went into the back of the light. So there's a socket that goes into so that socket runs into the relay. I don't know if you can quite see that because it's a bit dark, but that's the signal from the controls. Obviously they turn that on and off, which drives the relay, which then drives the ballast to then run the lights. So it's a little bit complicated when you're first wiring this up. Like it's very simple to plug it in and get it working, but then you realize that, oh, this cable, that's not long enough, so you have to wire in a new cable. You realize that you need one of these extension leads which plugs into the ballast, and then that plugs into the actual light itself. And then you realize that, this plug isn't waterproof enough, so you chop it off and you replace it. So if you're going to buy this kit for a motorcycle, it's great. All of the parts work. They work great. The problem is the cabling is really not designed for, at least this. It's not designed for this bike. It might work just fine for another bike. I don't know. Maybe you could get away with putting the ballast up the front on some machines. So I'm just about to hook up the battery and give this a test. I might let the magic smoke out, but what's the worst that could possibly happen? So let's do this. Let's get the cable off, the wrapping off. I've taped this up because that's me being Mr. Safety. I'm just joking. I don't think 12 volts would really give you that much of a shock. So this is grounding the system right now. So we could see some excitement. Let's see if I can put this down while I do this. I don't know if you can see. I'm going to put the camera here. Oops. Look at that. It's almost as if the BMW was designed for me to be able to work on the bike while somebody's watching a video. And a little screwdriver. Oh God, I hate doing this. It's so scary. First time that you hook up the power. Okay. Cables aren't getting hot. That's always nice. Okay. Okay, none of the components are getting hot. I don't think that I've completely destroyed anything. Okay. Let's turn the bike on. Look at that. We have a light. And the ABS, that clicking, that's the ABS system. It does that until you start the machine and it stops flashing those lights. There's actually a fix for that. So that's the HID. Now that's in low beam. And then that's high beam. And that's working great. Wow, look at that. I actually did something right. So that's cool. The other thing that I had to do with this bike, which, you know, if you own a BMW RT that's a little bit old, you might find that the switch gear here gets a little bit sticky, and it doesn't move very smoothly. And you'll notice that mine is a lot smoother. Ooh, horn works. So what I had to do was I had to disassemble. Oh shit! Fucking hell. That's good. Well, that still works. And that indicator doesn't work. Okay. So I had to disassemble that and grease it up and clean it and stuff. And once I did that, it was a lot better. Yeah, I'm really happy with the way this is working. So now I can disassemble the brakes. Well, I have to safety wire this all up, safety tape it up and put some waterproof wrapping around some of the wires, but it's pretty much done. Once I've done that, and I've got this all, you know, routed exactly the way I want it, then I'm gonna do the brake lines, and I'm going to then once I've done the brake lines, I'm going to do the oil, and then I think I'm done, at least for the immediate needs. Oh, what fun.